Hello guys and welcome to a new video. So today I'm going to be talking about my advice for sixth form. Essentially what I'm going to be talking about today is the perks, the pros and cons about being in sixth form, because they're both absolutely brilliant and absolutely awful as well. So why am I talking about sixth form? Because for one, I've been there. Secondly, I thought it would just be like a good casual video just to talk about. Usually when year 10s or 11s go into sixth form, they can be quite ignorant and then think, oh, GCSEs were easy. I did revision. I did absolutely no revision for this subject and still got like a 7, 8, A or A star. That doesn't happen in sixth form. In fact, it's quite the opposite. These are my advice for sixth form. Number 1, choose your subjects carefully. The reason being choose your subjects carefully, because you don't want to do, because you're studying what, 3 or 4 subjects, maybe more if you are highly skilled or whatever. So I chose maths, further maths, physics and EBQ and history as well, just to start with. So I ended up with A star, A, D, D in my 4 subjects. You really have to stick at it for 2 years. 2 years. And the reason people usually drop out early in those subjects that they don't like is because, well, for one, they just don't like them. And also, for secondly, year 12 is incredibly boring for subject content. I mean, year 12 is absolutely shit. Don't get me wrong. You just have to literally stick it out all the way from September to July. I know it sounds like an effort, but it's really, well, it's either this or college. Which one would you rather go to? Pick really damn carefully about what you're going to do, and potentially about university as well, because everything links together. If you do well in your GCSEs, you're predicted to do well in your AS and A levels, if you do ASs, that is. My second advice, absolutely second advice, make sure you get along with most people. Because there are not many people in sixth form, so in my sixth form there was probably about, I don't know how many actually, 70 to 80 people, give or take. That was when I came into year 12, and obviously it started dropping off. Just slightly, not many people dropped off, but still, they did. You have to get along with everybody, because you're going to be with those same people for those 2 years. And obviously, it's exactly this. It's not like year 7 to 11 in secondary school where, you have so many people in the year you can kind of pick and choose. But with sixth form, it's a little bit different, because you have to, don't get me wrong, you can't stick with the group, but it's better to get along with everybody, because those times where you're struggling and they're not available, it's better to go to somebody else that'll probably know something, and then you can help them out. It's not simple. So yeah, the second verse, get along with everybody.
It's got a big fitting, hasn't it?
My third advice, be organised. I was absolutely not organised whatsoever. For organised, you're going to be doing homework a lot goddamn more than you would normally do. That's why, my biggest advice about this third advice, I would have all your homework, do them all in your free session or periods, depending on what you call them. Do them all then, and then either the next day, or you can do whatever you can literally just do whatever you want, pretty much, because it doesn't take long to do homework, especially for my subjects besides history. That was it. My EPQ I did over the summer, the summer of year 12 and 13, because I thought it was too late, but I still did it anyway. I'll do a future video explaining my EPQ, because that'll be an interesting video actually, really interesting. As you'll be doing them every single week, just different subjects, so it takes a little bit off, I suppose. And it gets even worse towards the exams. And once you get towards the exams, all will be revision, revision, revision. It'll be the same thing every single time. It's annoying, but it is what it is.
Oh, unlucky, Will.
Go and get my shoe.
It's in this back. You're very
Get
warm.
my shoe.
You're very warm, Will. It could be anywhere.
Let's just
around
say,
you.
well, it's close to your heart.
My fourth advice: survive year 12. Yes, just literally survive year 12. If you have ASs, then you goddamn fucking work hard. Because in year 11, obviously, not many people really worked too hard. The majority just didn't really revise or do whatever. The small minority that did, fair play. They already know what they're doing. Kudos to them. The ones like me that haven't done nothing in year 11, we're not prepared for revision. We're not prepared to do all of this stuff. So it's just kind of like, shit. And there's so much content, especially the worst for me was physics. That was horrible. The subject shit in year 12. I can't emphasize it enough. Year 12 is boring as fuck. Year 13 is where things get really exciting. Also, the best thing about doing all your homework in the study periods, in your free periods or sessions, is that once you get home, you don't have to do any. Sounds good? Then do it. It's just as simple as that. Once you survive year 12, you'll still be working as hard, but you will have a much enjoyable time in year 13. Absolutely, 100%, you'll definitely have a better time in year 13. Because probably for me, year 13 was, alongside with probably year 11, it was probably one of the best times in school I've ever had. Because for one, you have nights out, because you'll be turning 18, unless you're born in July or August, or late June, then unlucky for you. There's nothing I can do about that. Essentially, just enjoy your nights out. Make sure you have plenty of sleep though, because for me, my sixth form work schedule was really different. It was really difficult to manage, but I managed it anyway. Basically, I would have sixth form 5 days a week. Usually, I finish at like 5 o'clock, so I finish late. So just to complete all the assignments and then hand them in either that evening or the next day, just depends. Or just some extra work that I just decided to do because why not? I have nothing else better to do in the evenings. And then on the weekdays, it'd be Saturday working, nights out, Saturday night, and then on the Sunday, I'd be working with a hangover. That was not fun. Don't do that because it was not good whatsoever and I hated it.
My head is next level. Fucking every bit of blood is rushing to the fucking.
So basically, and finally, the sixth advice I get is just enjoy it. Seriously. Year 12, don't get me wrong, might seem depressing from what I've told you, but just enjoy it. Okay, think about it. You're wearing a business suit. You are superior to the ones that in year 7 or 11 who are in school uniform. As simple as that. So yeah, those are my sixth form advice. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you later. Enjoy.